Hey, welcome back. You're in the No Comfort Zone. In today's episode, we're going to be talking about coincidence. Hope you enjoy the show.
Welcome.
Attention, please.
Welcome aboard.
Welcome to the No Comfort Zone podcast. It's time to get out of your comfort zone and live on purpose. Broadcasting to the world from Rockford, Illinois. This is your wake-up call.
Warning.
You are the solutions to all your problems. Stop thinking average. Become the hero version of yourself. Every day, every time, without fail, no exceptions. It all matters. You've entered the No Comfort Zone. It's time for a reality check.
You've heard of the expression before. I'm sure everyone talks about it now. Success leaves clues. And if you're truly looking to be successful and you're willing to put the work in, you have to know when to make the right move at the right time. All too often, I see people afraid to make a decision or commit in a certain area. In this episode, I'm going to let you know how to find the opportunity. And I've said it before, and I will say it again. And I'll keep saying it, until I can't say it anymore. It really comes down to when you do the right thing, the next right thing happens. Now, keep in mind, when you do the right thing, which means if you have an image of where you want to go in your life and you're looking for a certain specific goal or you're trying to achieve something, and if you hold that image in your mind and you live in that emotion as far as what you're willing to do, your reasons why you want that, and it's strong enough to create a big enough emotion, then the next part is, according to Bob Proctor, you're going to have to start vibrating. How do you vibrate? Your thoughts, your feelings, and your actions. The universal law of, attraction, in my opinion, doesn't come from just sitting there and thinking, hopefully waiting for stuff to come by. That's miserable. Hoping, waiting, wanting, wishing. That's a bad place to be. I don't think God ever wanted you to be in that position where you're hoping, wanting, wishing, and waiting. There is a time to reap and there's a time to sow, and you don't do both in the same season. You're going to have to work your ass off. But just remember you're going the course when you start to see coincidences. Okay? Coincidences. Now, I'm going to risk this. Funny, I'm talking about risk because that's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about risking this because this makes me really vulnerable because you're going to think, if you don't know me well enough, you might be like, man, I'm never listening to this guy again based on what I'm going to say next. Or if you've been listening, you might say, man, I'm done. You went too far on this one. But bear with me. I believe in risk and reward. I always have. And most of my life, I risked way too much. But I've had a pretty interesting life when you look back on it. Now, what I want to do is I want to be able to sustain the risk, keep risking, without going back into a safe haven, without getting into a comfort zone. I want to keep living. I want to experience life. I want to experience the cold air. I want to experience the warm sunshine on my face, especially after jumping in or out of a cold pool. I love that. I love being really thirsty and then drinking plenty. You know what I'm talking about? That's the kind of life that I just enjoy. Lack, and then you have prosperity. But I don't want to be in the lack so much anymore. I just want to enjoy comfortably, right? Without getting into a comfort zone. So here's where I get all over the place, okay? Or if you don't think so, I'm there already. Okay, so I'm reading the book. I'm listening to the book. I think I'll try to put a link on this podcast so you can go check it out on Audible. You Were Born Rich by Bob Proctor. I've talked about it a couple of times, and I spend a lot of time in this space to help with the activities and getting the image of where I want to go, but it's that hard work that really is going to pay off. Now, what I've come up with is this. There's a chapter on there about risk. You're going to have to risk more. Now, I know that I have to risk more, and I'm currently doing that now. I'm risking a lot in certain areas of my life in order to achieve the next benefit or the next step or the next place I want to be. I want to achieve that, and the only way to get there is by risking. Now, do I know I'm doing the right thing or not? I don't know. Who knows, right? But I look for clues. And my wife and daughter that I live with and my son know that I'm big on, there's no such thing as coincidence. It's the universal way of giving you milestones or traffic lights that you're going in the right direction. Keep going. I end up reading a book about taking more risk, so I apply a few more risk. My fortune cookie from my Chinese dinner last night said, you need to risk more. then I wake up and then I see something in my email about a person that I've worked with that, put it all on the line. They went all in, and the risk and the reward were worth it. Now that's pretty, you leverage 5 houses. And I was talking about this real estate thing, and that's how we're connected. Leveraged 5 rental properties, 5 houses, and ended up getting involved in a bigger commercial deal. And he put it all on the line to do that, and it worked out well for him. And that was pretty cool that he shared that message with me. So what I want to tell you is that if you're on the path to want to be successful, remember, get the image of what success looks like in your mind. Get your reasons why behind it. Why do you want to be successful? The time and the money? Great. But I want time and money so I can spend more time with my family. I want to do more time and money so I can actually, believe it or not, go to school. That's what I would love to do. I'd love to go learn more in a lot of different areas and have the time just to do that while other things are working on the background for me. In addition to that, I also want to teach people. So these are the things that I'm working on and where I'm going in my life. And the coolest part about all of this is that by risking a little bit of time here and there, risking a little bit of money here and there, and having a course and having that vision in your mind and the reasons why you want to do those things is great. But that it's those activities that getting up at 4:55, putting the donut down, staying on the treadmill instead of 27 minutes, stay on there for 30 minutes. Instead of when you're done, run in place for 5 minutes to keep that heart rate going. When you're supposed to do your planks for 30 seconds, do it for 1 minute and 30 seconds. It's that comfort zone. Do it where it counts. That's really what I wanted to share with you in the podcast today, is that the more that you continue to have that image, to have your why behind it and work towards it, just remember there's milestones along the way. There's coincidences that will show up in your life to let you know that you're on course. You just have to have the wherewithal to look and see, okay, I am realizing I'm working in my genius. I'm going in the right space. I feel good about everything. And now you just look for the signs, and they're everywhere. And the signs will come up as more opportunities to keep going. And that's what I want to stress in this podcast today, is that when you're not sure if you're going the right way, keep going, keep looking for those opportunities, because they'll show up. And if you're doing the right thing, the next right thing happens. And the right thing is that coincidence. The right next thing is another opportunity is going to connect the dots for you. It's going to lead you and pull you through where it is you want to go. I can't stress that enough. And it's magical. And I'm currently in a no comfort zone right now. Currently meaning I'm going through a 60-day run. And I'm already, day 4 or 5 into it now. And I just cannot believe the magic is already happening. I'm focusing on staying outside of that comfort zone and just really diligently working towards an ideal. And as I work towards that ideal, I'm starting to see these coincidences pop up, these milestones, and better yet, other opportunities that are coming my way that would have never been there before had I not put my intention in place to go in this direction. And if you want to learn more about this, or if you want to know exactly what I follow, go to launchwithdan.com. Launchwithdan.com. Go to the calendar. I'll call you. Just schedule that time so I can send you the blueprint. We can talk about it, and you can start to see where the magic's going to happen for you. Okay. Anyway. Thanks so much for listening today. It's that time. I'm in my car podcasting in front of my house, getting ready to go in, and I wanted to share this very exciting message with you, what I'm experiencing right now, and what a joy it is to have this feeling right now, and I wanted to share it with you. So until we meet again in the next podcast, do me a favor. Today is that date for you to get outside of your comfort zone and live on purpose.
Say goodbye.
Want more of the No Comfort Zone? You can follow Dan on Instagram and Twitter at NoComfortZone1.
Bye.
Or on the web at thenocomfortzone.com.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Thanks for listening to the No Comfort Zone podcast.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.